So it's quite difficult to pigeonhole planners. Planners do all kinds of things, and it's that ability to translate bold schemes for the future, bold ambitions and big visions into practical realities today that's the hallmark of planning and the skills that we try and teach on our planning degrees here at Griffith University.
What's particularly exciting in South East Queensland are all the opportunities. We're just 5 years away from the Commonwealth Games. We'll see the whole government precinct redeveloped in Brisbane and some exciting and new dynamic ideas. And all of the figures that we're looking at in government are saying to us that Queensland will once again be the fastest growing place in Australia.
So one of the things about the development industry that we've known for a long time is that it goes in cycles, and we have, as educators, to respond to those cycles. So we need to get people thinking now about their careers that will be starting in 4 years' time.
To a large extent, there is some value in actually commencing your studies whilst there is a slow period in the employment market. It means that you have a better prospect of actually graduating when the employment market is much stronger. There's a large amount of very significant development going on. We've got a light rail scheme that's worth $1.5 billion that's about to commence. That will trigger a whole heap of development in the city. We've got a very large new hospital and university complex.
With the Commonwealth Games, it's probably a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to work in the planning field in a city that is hosting an international event.
So if you want to hit the development industry that's currently coming out of recession but will be booming, I think, in a couple of years' time, now's the time to start.
When we're looking for a graduate, in addition to technical proficiency, we're really looking for very good English, very good writing skills, the ability to convey arguments strongly and to negotiate.
And they need to be prepared to apply their skills across a broad range of areas, because in local government you certainly do get exposed to a wide range of professions. We take about 2 to 3 student planners every year for 12 months for experience, and the vast majority of those planners then translate as graduates straight into our planning department, and it provides a fantastic foundation for their career.
So as a planner, what an exciting space to work in, because planning's all about designing better communities, getting better social outcomes, getting better economic outcomes.
And I can tell you that Australian trained planners have always been in very high demand, especially in London. It's often said that if you take the Australian planners out of the London planning system, things would grind to a halt. So it's a degree that can take you anywhere that you want to go, really.
Over the course of my career, I've been able to certainly move between a lot of jurisdictions, essentially because the principles of planning are the same worldwide.
Planners do all kinds of things, but the underlying skills and attitudes that we need are really about thinking about the future, planning for the future, but knowing where we are now. So knowing how we can get from the present day to the better futures that we can imagine.
Ultimately, the future's all about you. And what we need in government is to build a future around young people who've got sharp ideas, new thinking. So as a planner, there's never been a better time. Queensland is the growth state. The economy here is tipped to grow at something like 2 or 3 times the national average. So to come to Griffith University and be a part of one of the fastest growing and the most dynamic universities in Australia, if not the world, you couldn't make a better choice.